Hello guys, this is Goodlike, and this is the 90 subscriber special. That's a lot of subscribers. Yeah, I know you were waiting for me to say that, just like I do in every other single subscriber special that I've made. And now you may ask, well, Goodlike, why would you do a subscriber special for 90 when it's like so close to 100? And I'm pretty sure I mentioned this somewhere, maybe even multiple times, but I don't do subscriber specials for arbitrary numbers. No, that's not my style, you know? I do subscriber specials when there's more to it. When there's not just, well, we reach some number of subscribers, but there's also other things happening. For example, some sort of celebration or holiday. Would that apply to this video? Yes, it would. Because today is my birthday. Yes. Yes. I thank you all people who have friended me on Facebook and actually posted on my profile. It was so many messages that I couldn't see them anymore, which is actually 4, which means that Facebook sucks. But yeah, I'm sure we already knew that. I didn't need to tell you. Did I tell you I'm 22 now? I'm pretty freaking old. Yeah, I know. It's pretty crazy. I totally don't feel the age though. I bet I'm gonna say the same every single time in a birthday. Like, I'm 70 years old and I'm like, I don't feel 70 years old. I still feel like I'm a young boy. Oh dear. Well, that's something to look forward to, isn't it? I usually don't actually celebrate birthdays. I don't really have a lot of people in real life that I could, sit down and do that with, or they're usually at a really large distance away in other countries or cities at the very least, including my family. So yeah. Normally there's no celebration whatsoever. I just lay back and enjoy the day for all it's worth. Just like any other day. Which is pretty cool anyways, I guess. Today, however, I wanted to up the ante a little bit. So I decided to buy a cake and eat it by myself. I'm a big person, I can do that. I'm just not gonna buy a very big cake. I'm not gonna be sick, don't worry. I can handle a cake or two. So I'm big enough. Yes. And not necessarily in width. In height as well. Mostly. Yes, that's what I wanted to say. Oh dear. Unfortunately, as it happens, buying cakes in our country isn't as simple as you'd think. So I went to the shop today and tried to buy it. But there is a problem. Apparently, the smart minds of this shop, they make designs that are absolutely horrible and stupid. You know what they do? They make these long lines of products behind a glass. And then you have similar types. You have cakes, then you have pies or something like that, and similar stuff. And then you have I don't know, candy. I'm pretty sure it's not candy, it's just smaller cakes or something like that. Stuff like that. It's all lined up, in a long line of products. And they always ask to stand in one row for all these items. But the problem is that you never know where the friggin' row is. Because nobody stands in the one row. I mean, with cakes it was semi-okay. I just, looked at it, didn't really know where to friggin' stand. Because people were all over the place and I just went away. I said, I'll come back when they're gone or something. But my favorite nonsensical spot is where they sell all their salads and stuff like that, Because it's not just, a short line, but like a massive circular thing that takes probably an entire room of size, and there's multiple places you can stand at. Now, it's not like, you know, there's one cash register and there's one lady just working there. There's a bunch of people there all the time. It's very confusing and stupid, and they even have this, oh, you know, this massive text on a paper, like, standing there, says, stand in one line. You know, usually a line is something that is straight and has its beginning and an end, right? But the problem is that this thing is circular. So people usually come from one side and from the other side, and they all collide in the middle near the general cash register, which isn't even the same all the time, which is really weird. I don't know who thought this was a good idea. It's very confusing, annoying, and it pisses me off every single time I go to a shop to actually buy stuff. It's annoying. I'd rather just put the friggin' salad myself. Ugh. Long story short, I didn't buy a cake yet. I'm gonna have to come back later, like in the middle of the night or something, so all the people are sleeping. And I'll buy some cake, yeah? This will work out perfectly. And I'll eat cake in the middle of the night. This is gonna be perfect. I'm completely gonna ruin my stomach. Oh, dear God. Birthdays are serious business. They're serious business. That's all I gotta say. Now, enough about that. Let's come back to what I was talking about, like how I don't make sub-specials just randomly, just for any arbitrary number. There's a few other things. Usually I also have a game I want to sort of show off, you know? I don't want to make a full series or a bunch of videos about it for some reason, and bam, I make a sub-special out of it. Something like that I did with Toho. So the game in the background should be Mount and Blade Warband. You may say now, wait a minute, I remember looking at your channel description and it said Mount and Blade Warband is gonna be a thing you're going to do. Whoa, this doesn't add up. Obviously, in order for you to say that, you would actually have to go and read that description, which is something a lot of people don't do. I don't know why you don't do this. A lot of relevant information is there. For example, what I have done, what I will do, what I'm doing, my PC specs, and shit like that, you know, it's important stuff. You should always go take a look at channel descriptions. They're there for a reason, just like video descriptions. Nobody reads those either, but who knows, you might find a poem in a random description. Not in this one, probably. It's a bit too short term, because I'm already filming today, and I hope I upload this video today, which is a bit difficult. I should be maybe done by the evening. The thing is that I still have to record some Mount and Blade Warband. I have some footage from my first sessions. It's not very good though. It's not very good though. So yeah, I did try it out, and I found myself lacking so much in knowledge that I couldn't play it properly to full extent at all. So I decided to look up some stuff on the wiki and give some proper character making a spin. But as you know me, that usually doesn't go very well. I just end up overkilling things. So I made this bizarrely powerful character who can take on an army by himself probably, with ridiculous stats. Well, not yet maybe, still needs a good amount of levels, but at this point it's pretty tough. And I did sort of figure out most of the basic mechanics of Warband, of which there aren't that many. Like I said, I had played with Fire and Sword back in the day on my old PC a long time ago. It was really fun. I recall having this epic story. Basically, my character had like a good 100 men under his name. And then I did something to piss off the Polish faction, basically. I don't know what did I do, but basically they were angry with me. They didn't like me. So I went to help the next closest faction, which was the Swedes. The Kingdom of Sweden or something like that, I think. And I'm all like talking to the king and stuff and saying, yo, you have any quests for me or something? And the king is all like, yeah, we need this French guy. Could you like bring it to us or something? And like fast. And I'm all like, okay, why not? French guy, sure, I'll find him and bring him to you. For those who don't know, the French guy is the guy that you sort of meet at the start of a game. He kind of helps you out and gets you through a tutorial. And gives you, you know, some hints and, you know, tells you, hey, go do stuff. Jax? I don't remember his name, it's been a very long time. But basically, this guy, you need to find him, get him to come with you and bring him to the King of Sweden or something like that. So accept the quest and go to the nearest town and find a traveler. Travelers always know where your dudes are, or the Frenchman is. And it's all like, well, the Frenchman is currently at Smolensk. And it so happens that Smolensk is currently taken by the friggin' Polish people. Like, god damn it! Now I can't complete this quest, they're gonna hate me. Well, I just decided, fuck it, I'm gonna infiltrate the damn thing, or take it over if I have to, but I'll friggin' getting that Frenchman out of that Smolensk. I go there, I infiltrate, I have like an epic battle with the guard or something, I win, I get inside the tavern, and I get the guy pretty easily. It wasn't difficult, he just asked you to bring some dudes with you, and I had 100 army, so it was fine. And then I'm just, you know, checking him out, and I see ridiculous stats, ridiculously powerful character, well, like way ahead of mine, like by at least 10 or 20 levels, I don't even remember. But it was so OP, I was like, huh? That's ridiculous. And at that point, I'm like, you know, getting ready to go out, and I see, like, right next to Smolensk, there's this battle going between a Polish dude who has like 200 people and a Swede who has like 100. I'm all like, 100 plus 100 is 200. This could work. My army was pretty rubbish at that point. It was pretty new, I think. I bought a lot before doing this, because it was all new people, basically. And from my experience, new people don't really fare very well against armies. So I thought, well, I'm probably gonna die, and I'm gonna lose this Frenchman, and I'm gonna fail the quest. But fuck it! It's gonna be fun. And it was the best battle ever, like 200 versus 200. It was awesome terrain, like hills and trees and shit and everything, and there was shooting and fighting. Ah, it was epic. Lost a lot of army though, like 30 at least. But it was friggin' awesome. We won though, of course. And all of my dudes, like all the friends that I had, like in the team, the other heroes, all of them were knocked out, except for the Frenchman. The Frenchman is all like, not even half health taken. This is friggin' overpowered character. He was kind of like the reason I thought to myself, well, this time I have this Frenchman. Maybe he will turn the tide. And then he did. And he did. Amazingly, he did. It was awesome. And ever since then, I liked the Mount and Blade series just for their epic, massive battles that are awesome. I had a few when I was playing around in Warband as well, but I don't know. The problem with Warband is that it has a lot fewer other mechanics, like a lot less places have a marketplace. Like, I think all the towns have a marketplace in Fire and Sword, whereas in Warband only the big ones have, and the little towns also have like a marketplace, but they don't have any money always, so it's kind of pointless. It was really cool to make money by sort of peddling your way through all the Fire and Sword. I had like ridiculous amount of money. I mean, yeah, sure, it's a broken economy, but pretty fun economy nonetheless. So yeah, I had sort of my fill of the game, so I'm not going to be playing it much besides like today to get some more exciting footage of me like doing tournaments or something. I did, however, change the Warband in my description into Mount and Blade 2. It's been announced quite some time ago. It wasn't very specific announcement, just a teaser trailer, so there's not much known. It's probably gonna come out a long time from now. If they said it, I don't remember. And if I don't remember, then it's probably either not announced or a long time from now. So it's a long future, but it's probably gonna be a decent game. As long as they have enough mechanics to keep me interested, I'll definitely give it a spin. And probably film it this time. All the figuring out of the mechanics and stuff like that, you know. It will be fun, I am sure. Anyway, enough about this as well. Let's go back to the first thing I said in the video. Again, like I said, I don't make sub-special just randomly. There's another thing usually that I want to make a sub-special for, and that's when I want to say something or rant about something. Yes, it happens. Even I have those times when I want to rant. And my ranting now is gonna be about YouTube annotations. Again. You have no idea how many times those things have been broken, unless you actually use them consistently like I do on every single video. I remember the times when they randomly changed the default size of the annotation, so they were suddenly bulging massive, huge, and covered massive parts of the friggin' video screen. That was retarded. And then after they fixed that, they fixed it in an opposite way, in a way that it was tiny, you know, smallish. Absolutely little. This another time, and I'm not sure if this has even been fixed, the annotation size when you are actually adding annotation size and the annotation size in the actual video for some reason was different. What this meant was basically that you could, like, you know, type in like a long sentence, make the annotation massive, right? And then when you would watch the video, the font would be reduced into much smaller, and as a result there would be a massive gap of empty in the actual annotation, looking really weird and awkward. It really is annoying that they can't get this right, for God's sake. Then in the more recent times, for some reason the annotations couldn't be made so that if you click them, they would take you to a new tab instead of opening, you know, in the same tab. That was disabled temporarily for some reason, at least like for a week. In all those videos, most of the annotations aren't actually gonna take you to the next tab. Instead, they will open over the video and you will lose all your progress, for example, if you accidentally click it or something. Something that I usually want to avoid. That's why I put it in such a way that it opens in the next tab. Thank God that was fixed. And now they've outdone themselves. When you make an annotation, you can add a link to it. There's 4 types, like video, subscribe, channel, or playlist. And once you click a button, you can then choose the type in a drop-down menu. If you choose the type in the drop-down menu after clicking that you want to make this annotation a link, and you know, you get the default video, and then you can choose, obviously. And if you choose any, it disappears. It just unclicks itself, and if you click again, it's back to the video. So you can't manually choose any other type of annotation link but video. For God's sake, this is even worse when you actually try to change annotation type. For example, previous video you have a channel annotation, you want to change it into video annotation. That also doesn't work. If you click it off, it will disappear. Thankfully, of course, since you can just re-add the link immediately, it doesn't really matter because it will still be a video annotation in the end, but yeah. That's so annoying. Like, it's a good thing though that I've been working with this for over a year with these annotations, so I know a few tricks up my sleeve. For example, the fact that you can just paste any kind of link into the link box instead of choosing the type, and if you paste a link of a different type, for example channel, it will automatically change the annotation link type, which is the only reason why the links aren't broken on my videos. I'm not sure though about other people, they must be angry. Seriously though, like, how friggin' hard is it not to break friggin' one simple thing on your friggin' website, like every single time? They're gonna change this, they're gonna change that, and they're gonna break this. In their defense, I'm just gonna say that recently I've had less buffering issues. I've seen that they changed some colors on the player, so I assume maybe they changed something as well. Maybe they fixed the buffering. Not always though, there are still videos that will buffer like crap and will end up stopping in the middle of a video, which is really annoying. I actually had commenters tell me that, you know, hey, I can't watch your video stops halfway. It's not my fault, it's stupid YouTube. Blame YouTube. Go complain to YouTube, tell them I can't watch videos. And yeah, and give them my video, yeah, and then maybe something will change, who knows. I wish they would stop making changes after they finally fix things. I've also read somewhere that there's another YouTube channel layout changing coming soon. Great, because we needed more of those. Why can't things be simple? Does anyone still remember the good old layout of back in the day? Like, you know, with friends list and all your subscribers and subscriptions list at the bottom, and then there's the channel stuff, and it was so cool. I liked the original stuff. You could change a lot more colors in that, which was pretty awesome. I actually spent quite a bit of time back in the day mucking with colors and stuff so it would look appealing. Oh well, good old days. They have passed away. Let's not talk about the sad things anymore. Let's talk about something else. Let's talk about my future scheduling and stuff like that. As you can see, I finally started playing Witcher again. Released some videos. There's at least one more left, and I'm gonna film some more after the weekend, I'm sure. Can't film during the weekend celebration time. It's gonna be the only thing though that I have started recently and will continue doing. I'm probably not gonna do the other stuff like Guild Wars 2 or the Secret World for a while. I think I want to at least finish The Witcher before I move on with the other stuff, which will take a considerable amount of time still, one way or the other, especially since I'm kind of alternating between videos. You could see like one video a day still, but one video Planetside, the other day one video of Witcher or something like that. I do intend at some point to come back to 2 videos a day when I can. I definitely know I can, it's just a matter of putting enough time behind it, you know. I've just been having a lot of stuff to do in real life in the recent months, so that's why it's been off from that, and this will still probably go on for a good month, maybe 2, depending on how fast I deal with it. I'm not sure, but after that, unless something significantly changes, we should at the very least see some attempts to come back to 2 videos a day, and then obviously when I'm releasing more videos I can do more stuff, more varied stuff, without neglecting one or the other in general. Like I said, the next on the list are most likely Guild Wars 2, playing it properly without doing the hard quests. I mean, there's a reason for my delay as well. The longer I take to start playing, the more likely they will change the game, and maybe the changes will be for the better. I mean, one can only hope, because when you look at games like World of Warcraft, it's just hilariously bad what kind of stuff they're still pulling with their random crap. Yes, I know, I quit World of Warcraft, but I still like to have a good laugh, so I occasionally visit their forums and read random blogs about them to just see what kind of insane craziness have they come up with this time. And lo and behold, they have outdone themselves yet again with the most ridiculous thing ever thought to man. With the next patch, in Looking for Raid, which is basically a system that takes 25 people, puts them in a raid, and puts them in, like, you know, the raiding zone, which is absolutely nerfed to the ground, easy to the point where half of the raid can be AFK, and you still probably will kill it with reasonable probability. And you know, they thought to themselves, well, this isn't good enough. What if 20 people want to be AFK in an LFR raid? We have to accommodate those people too. I mean, we can't expect them to be playing our game and doing the dungeons after they signed up for it. That would be ridiculous. Of course it would. So you know what we will do? We will make it so that when people wipe, we're gonna give them a stacking 5% buff up to 50% for a single boss. After they kill the boss, the buff is obviously wiped, but you can stack it for the next boss again, if you wipe on it again, which increases your damage dealt and your health and healing and all that stuff. You know, usual last tier kind of buff that's put all over the place every month. But here, to LFR, we have to, make it easier because. It's casual people. They can't be expected. I'm sorry, casual people. I'm sorry. I didn't want to offend you. It's just me speaking in terms that people will understand. I don't think that casual people suck or anything. I understand that casual people can be pretty decent and enjoy the challenge too. I'm just speaking in the casual, in the brackets, which actually means the bad people. So, just saying. Don't start a flame war here about that. That's totally not what I meant. We can't have these casual people, spending time and effort on our dungeons, They have lives to attend to. They have things they've gotta do. I mean, like, it would be ridiculous to expect them to do anything. So there we go. We'll make things even easier for them. It's perfect plan, because it isn't easy enough. You can't have most of the raid AFK. I think I'm gonna stop ranting before I start repeating myself too much, because this is just so stupid that my intelligence is being drained away just by thinking about it. And then this just the main body of the dessert. There's still the topping. You know what the smart minds in the game decided, well, it's not enough to just make this LFR instance absolutely the most easiest thing ever conceived ever, to the point where 25 monkeys would be able to play it and nobody would even acknowledge this as an intellectual achievement. No, they put something else, and they also made it so that the gear that drops there is vastly superior to most of the gear that, has been out there for now. I'm not entirely sure about the numbers, but from what I've read, it's better than the normal gear that you get from normal raids in the current tier. So basically the same thing that happened in patch 4.3, where Fireland's normal gear was worse than LFR gear. Brilliant idea. I applaud you. Whoever thought of this? Let's have all these people, the entire practically population of WoW that has anything to do with raiding, do LFR, which is also then nerfed if you wipe. Why? I am so happy that I quit that game. You have no idea. I mean, I haven't even played it for over half a month, and every single time I read the news, it just reinforces my idea of, I'm never playing this bullshit again. I'm not even gonna play this for free. I'm not gonna play this unless they pay me $1 million per hour. It's amazing how bad can it get with World of Warcraft. But you know what? I'm pretty sure that the next time I read the news, they're gonna come up with something even more crazy bad, which is already on the brink of impossible. But hey, it's Blizzard. If it's one thing they're good at, it's just pulling out some random, completely retarded stuff out of their ass. That's their, like, the best thing. If only they put it to good use. If only. Anyway, this video has gone on for long enough. We've gone off on tangents on multiple times. I think I've made my points, whatever the points may have been. I hope you enjoyed watching this. Happy birthday to me. Yes, I like to congratulate myself as well, because why not? I mean, yeah. And thank you for watching, and I'll see you later. Oh god, I need to sneeze. Jesus. God damn it. God damn it. Ah.